Uncharted has been around for a very long time. The first game is what I'll be covering today. Came out almost a full 17 years ago. When simply looking at the cover of this game, I get a huge feeling of nostalgia. I remember going into the rental store when I was only like 7 years old and thinking just from the cover alone how cool this game looked. Alright, so we're here to look at the complete in-box experience of Uncharted 1. Quick intermission here, just from the rest of the video, because I feel like we should always show this off. I'm a big physical collector, and we should always look at what it is, the physical copy of the game, and what it used to be like to own this when it first came out. We'll also go through the PS4 edition, which is the Nathan Drake collection, the edition that I did actually end up playing on. Not as eventful as this one, but we will go through it. Alright, let's just go through this. This is the cover that is so nostalgic to me. It just looks so damn nice. It looks so good. The colors are so nice. I love the green here in the bottom. It just looks, it's a very nice color. I don't know, something about this cover really just hits home for me. And if we look at the back, from the multi-million selling game studio Naughty Dog. Don't know what they really released up to this point before Uncharted 1. To me, this feels like it was the first big franchise that they put out, but I'm not really familiar with Naughty Dog pre-Uncharted days. A 400-year-old clue in the coffin of Sir Francis Drake sets a modern-day fortune hunter on a pulse-pounding exploration for the fabled treasure of El Dorado. The search quickly turns deadly as Nathan Drake begins to uncover mysterious mysteries of the island. Uncharted is about as cutting-edge a game as we've seen on the PS3 thus far. It truly was a pretty amazing game for its time. The narration and everything about it was it was the first to really do it. Maybe there was games beforehand, but this really feels like it was the first one to go all out. Now, as you can see, I have the greatest hits disc of Uncharted Drake's Fortune. This truly does bother the fuck out of me. I will get this replaced in the future because I find it pretty weird to have the basic copy of the game, but then to have a greatest hits disc. It's pretty fucking bothersome, I'm not gonna lie. Now let's look at the manual here. Pretty sure we got a French manual, which would be this one. And we have the English manual. Pretty nice on just the shape cover. There must be a beginning of any great matter, but the continuing unto the end, until it be thoroughly finished, yields the true glory. I have no idea what I just said. Now, if we go through this, illustrated as well, you love to see it, man. God, I miss manuals. Manuals in general. But they were also, so many of them were so well done and so well taken care of. Talking about the main menu, telling you how to get through everything, even telling you the pause menu. Do we got anything here that just straight up like is a bit different? It feels like this is as manual as a manual gets. Puzzle solving. The credits. What is this? PlayStation Underground P.O. Box. Somewhere in Texas. And then you have a little notes section. That's pretty cool. A little spot where you can write your notes in. See, like, they truly put effort into this stuff back then, man. Made it that much more worth it to get something physically and not digitally. Oh, there's a little sticker right there. $8. Don't know if I bought this from the store, though, that has that sticker. I feel like I didn't. That's a 2017 sticker right there. I do really wish I really wish I knew what that price was, but it's scribbled out. So that is the complete in-box of the PS3 edition. Very great cover, pretty cool manual, illustrated manual. You love to see that. Nice little back cover to show you an idea of what the game looks like and everything. Pretty nice complete in box, I'd say right there. Now we got the Uncharted Nathan Drake collection. This comes with Drake's Fortune, Among Thieves, and Drake's Deception. Comes with all of the first 3 games. Pretty good bundle right there. Well worth your dollar. And that's the complete box experience. The disc, no manual, and a reverse cover of what looks to be a map of some kind. Why couldn't you put that right here, man? Why couldn't you put that right here? Man. Even Rockstar still does that. They put a map right here for the game, which is so fucking cool. Even this is kind of bland. Yeah. You compare it to the two, man, it's just like how far we've fallen to what a physical copy of a game can come with. Now, Limited Run and all those companies of limited print have made them come back to life a good bit again, with them actually, a lot of them coming with manuals and certain goodies and stuff like that. But stuff like this that was pure retail, they get the shit end of the stick. But nonetheless, this PS3 copy is still very nice, and it's like an $8 game, so it's pretty worth it. But yeah, let's get back into the normal part of the video and keep on discussing that. Going back a few months now, I finally got around to beating the game for the first time. I did apparently do it a few years ago, about 6 years ago actually at this point, but I have absolutely no recollection of doing that whatsoever, so I'm counting this as my first time of actually beating it, because I will remember this and it will be documented for that reason. Something about this game though just captures exactly what I love about gaming when I was young. It may be the simplicity of the game or the love and passion that was simply put into it. New games these days are still amazing, but a lot of them don't capture the feeling this game gives me. I don't know if it's because it reminds me of my childhood, or it's just simply because games aren't made the way that they used to be. Nonetheless, this game is a perfect example of what I love so much about this gaming generation. It can be a bit clunky, but overall is a very well polished game. The story is surprisingly good for what time this game came out. The narrative was not a main focus on games back in 2007, and this game really feels like it was one of the first starting to actually do a good job at that. You're basically a treasure hunter named Nathan Drake who's trying to make a living and set himself up for life, but ends up running into the wrong people while trying to do so. I wouldn't say it's the only reason he's doing it though. He most definitely gets the thrill out of it. He's probably just an adrenaline junkie. While trying to find the treasure though, you find out it's cursed and causes whoever touches it to turn into a monster. You find this out while discovering a Nazi bunker with a ton of these creatures in it, who used to be Nazis but turned into them after discovering the treasure. This was easily my favorite part of the game. It was a small segment that felt like more of a horror game. As you walked through it, you never know when the creatures would come out around the corner, and playing on the hardest difficulty made this way more fucking intense. You also get to use my favorite weapon in the game, the MP40. I used to play Call of Duty World at War a shitload when I was younger, and the MP40 and the PPSH are by far my favorite guns to ever use in an FPS game. If they're ever in your game, I'm gonna have a ton of fun playing with them. The villains in this game were pretty forgettable though, and didn't really feel like a big threat. That didn't feel like the villain, to be honest. The villain was the treasure. The treasure caused all these creatures to exist, and they were the biggest conflict and the biggest problem, I'd say. Really, the villains in this game were more just a nuisance. I really enjoyed this game though when I finally got around to beating it. I still think I enjoyed 4 more than the first one. However, this game still is just amazing. It's just that 4 is simply unmatched. If you have a PS3, go buy this game. It's $5 fucking dollars, man. That's what I paid for it on the PS3. However, I did play this on my PS4 copy, which is the Uncharted Legacy Collection. If you want to get that, it's $15 to $20. Unless you get it digital, I really have no price. I really have no idea what this game would cost digitally, but I know physically it'd be about $15 to $20. Definitely couldn't recommend this game enough. The gunplay, story, and pure nostalgia I get from this game let me realize how good this series really is. I haven't even played 2 or 3 yet, which apparently 2 is the best of all of them. Maybe people think 4 is better, but from what I've mainly heard, 2 is simply the best one. I'm excited to try out 2 within the year. Don't know when 3 will actually end up happening, but I'm very excited to try out 2 within this next year or so. And that'll be a ton of fun getting another video on that as well. Till then, thank you guys for watching. This was a very quick video, quickly covering the story, quickly covering how I feel about it. I didn't have much to say, but I wanted to speak on it. This is an amazing game. I easily give it like an 8.5 out of 10, I'd say. Go pick this game up. It is a great time. I will definitely make a platinum video on this in the future, and that'll be a ton longer than this video. It'll be a lot more cover about the game on that. But until then, guys, thank you so much for watching. Be on the lookout for another Borderlands video in the near future. It'll be about Borderlands 1, as I just beat that recently. But yeah, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.